So, this is the first time y'all are actually seeing my setup, and I am so happy because I've worked so hard for the setup to look nice, and I think I've achieved peak. If you haven't been paying attention recently to my Twitch, which you should be following, because I do stream there once in a blue moon, I've been playing a lot of New World, right? And I heard that, like, a lot of people don't like the game. Like, I was literally streaming one night, and my brother came downstairs, and he's like, you know this game is shit, right?
I wanted to see how New World was, and if it was as trash as everybody says it is.
But, to be completely honest, I have different opinions on it. Starting off with how the game looks, it's so fucking beautiful. And, like, I literally mean it. It's so beautiful. I spawned in, and I couldn't help but look around at everything after I talked to the man that was dying on the ground. The area that you work in for the first 10 to 20 minutes of the game, like, after the dying guy, is so beautiful. It was hard to focus on the quests at hand. I literally said that I refuse to fast travel because of how beautiful the game looks. And also, I just like looking at the scenery. So now you know what type of guy I am. I love the animals, I love the trees, I love the bushes, everything's so well textured and gorgeous. It is almost willing to buy the game specifically because of the scenery. And I mean that. The gameplay itself is actually really interesting. I personally love how the combat is played out. It can be annoying because at the time of writing this, I'm really not comfortable with the timing in battles and when I need to block or dodge. It's annoying, and if I'm being completely honest, I'm very, very impatient. I'm glad you can salvage your weapons straight from your inventory and don't always need to sell them. I think that's actually a lot better than selling because it still benefits you by giving you points toward fixing your armor and gear and whatnot. Actually, in the point of my playthrough, I haven't actually found a place where I can just straight up sell things instead of trading the item, so I'm not really sure if you can even sell weapons, but it's still a really neat concept. Speaking of weapons, I think the durability system is actually really nice, and this is coming from someone who played and beat Breath of the Wild. Take that into consideration. Breath of the Wild, it had a durability system that ran out constantly. You would fight about 30 enemies, and then your sword would just break. Like, just flat out. But I've been playing New World for over 3 hours as of writing this. It's probably going to be more by the time this goes up. And I still have the gear from the beginning of the game. You may be like, Mark, what the fuck? Is that the strat? Is that a good strat? No. Fuck no. And I have a few opinions on this. So, it is better to switch out your armor constantly so you're always prepared for battle. And that's the strat? So am I stupid for doing it the way that I'm doing it? Yes! Of course I am. But I do have a good reasoning, a semi-good reasoning, if you're willing to listen. It's because I would prefer to waste the weaker armor, or salvage it, or whatever I want to do with it, before using up armor that is potentially really fucking good, so that I can save it for when I actually need it. It's still, I mean, it's smart, but also... What is wrong with me? As I mentioned before, the lack of selling in the game is actually really annoying. So, I'm not, again, as I said before, I'm not too far into the game, so don't take what I say as the gospel of God, but I can't find any place to sell as of right now. If I can find a place to sell, that would be absolutely wonderful. The game would be literally perfect, except for a few glitches here and there. As of right now, to my knowledge, all you can do is salvage or trade your wares and probably not even have people buy your shit. So what's the point? And I get it. It's a multiplayer game. You play it with other people. You play people who you don't even know, you know? But I don't have friends. I'm a whole ass solo player. So what do you want from me? Actually, you know what? Speaking about the town, fuck the main town design. Monarch's Bluff, it's so confusing. I do not recommend it. I keep getting lost. Literally no matter what I do. Even if I look at the map, I get lost. I'm starting to think that I'm just hopeless. Like, I'm scared to go to other settlements, because if this is how I'm getting treated by just one, why would I want to go to others? The NPCs in the town aren't, like, too likable. I literally hate this one guy in the town. He is such a pompous bitch.
I hate this man.
But, I mean, I guess that's what I get for playing an RPG game. I can't speak too much about factions since I just got to that part in the game as of right now. But they all suck. All of them. They're horrible. I had to research them on my own because I didn't understand what they were saying in game, and I'm still confused. I'll save the confusion for those who are choosing factions and which one you want to go to. The Covenant, they essentially kiss God's ass and try to become angels or something. They try to do good for the world. Marauders, remember what the Onceler did to the trees? They're gonna do that to your mom, except not just everyone. The whole world. They're gonna destroy the world's mom. The Syndicate, in my opinion, they're like the CIA because no one knows what they do. They're just kind of famous. That's the one I chose. I chose them because it seemed like they'd have dark magic, and it doesn't look like they have dark magic. The pacing of the game is actually really nice. It can be slow at times, but I feel like it just helps introduce the world and the characters and how it works more. You can also just speed it up by doing the right thing instead of choosing a quest where you have to kill 20 boars and you go to the area that it like spawns the least amount of boars. But we don't worry about that, you know? Just don't do that. Don't be an idiot. I think that's pretty much it for my review. Y'all can do whatever you want with this information on the game. Personally, I'm a fan, if you cannot tell. I'll give you one piece of advice, though. Like an actual good piece of advice. Don't choose the $50 version. There's two versions, $50 and $40. Don't choose the $50 version. I did it. There is literally no difference in the game. The difference is that you're allowed to buy customizable outfits, but I can't buy the outfits because I don't have money, and I don't have money because I bought the $50 version. Don't buy the $50 version. But, I mean, if you're into very beautiful open world RPGs, this is definitely up your fucking alley. Like, seriously. Most of your time will be taken up by killing wolves, and then you're stuck on a quest where you have to place musk of a wolf in like some cave thing, and then you have to kill the alpha, who's super fucking difficult, and it's so annoying. Why is it in the fucking game? It's fun, it's beautiful, and oddly enough, it's hella relaxing. Go play New World. It's fun as hell. Just don't buy the $50 version. I don't think it's worth $50.